Did you think you might do something other than acting and directing?
I was pre-med in college, then I said I'd be a doctor, then I was political science, I said I'd be a lawyer, then I studied journalism. So I actually was working my way toward the arts without realizing. That's why I told my children, a liberal arts education is okay. You don't have to know at 7, I was 17 when I started college. You don't have to know at 17 what you're gonna do the rest of your life. So I worked it out, I found my way to theater. I started with Eugene O'Neill's The Emperor Jones.
Wow.
First role, second role was Othello. So I was,
wow.
I really didn't see anybody who looked like me. So I didn't aspire to act in movies because there was Richard Pryor and Sidney was on the end of his, but I liked those New York movies, you know, Taxi Driver, Mean Streets, Straight Time, Marathon Man. So anybody with an O, Pacino, De Niro, Hoffman O, and it was movies, it was movies like that. Scott Rudin brought me the August Wilson screenplay 7 years ago. And I read it, and I thought it needed work, quite frankly. So I said, well, I haven't read the play. So I read the play, and it said Troy Maxon, 53 years old. Well, I saw James Earl Jones do it in the 80s, so I'm thinking, I always thought I was too young. When I saw 53 and I was 55, I'm like, wait, I better hurry up. So it's a true story. So I called Scott Rudin and said, I want to do the play. He said, you want to do the play? I said, can you raise the money? He said, I'll call you on Monday. Raised the money, we did the play. Great success, multiple award, you know, Tonys. This was actually, of the 3 films I've directed, the easiest way in because we had performed it 114 times to great success.
Now, don't you go through life worrying about whether somebody like you or not. You best be making sure that they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Everything that boy do, he do for you.
It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
Well, I've been standing with you. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot as you.
I didn't plan on being a director. Someone gave me a script and kind of forced me to do it. I remember talking with Philippe Rousselot, the cinematographer, and I was like, well, where do you put the camera? This was long before we were shooting, not the first day of shooting. But, you know, I'm like, he said, well, you put it in front. I said, huh? He said, I don't know either. We put it in front. I thought there was some magic formula. He said, you put it in front. I said, you can put it behind? He said, yeah, you can do it. You put it in front, you put it behind, and we shoot. I said, oh, okay. So there was a lot of fear going into when I first directed.
More fear than when you go into acting?
Different kind of fear, because 200 other people are sitting around waiting for you to, you know, tell them what to do. Acting is, that fear more on stage. I did, was on 3 Broadway shows in the last 10 years, but one of them, I forgot which one now. Maybe Fences. The first night, we were sold out. I'm not sure if I remember my lines yet. And you don't, you know, they say, oh, if you lose that feeling, then you should quit. I wish I could lose that feeling, you know, for that night, you know, and it was just sheer terror. Or you got to go out there. They're waiting, and you got to go. As a director, when I was working on Antoine Fisher, we had a scene down in San Diego at the Naval Yard, and there's like 10 ships and 20, not 20,000, felt like 20,000 people, maybe 3,000, 4,000. And I didn't want to come out of the trailer. I was like, oh, I can't do this. I said, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, and got myself in trouble. And the AD actually talked me into coming out. And once I got out, all right, then I was off to the races. And I had been shooting for 2 or 3 weeks. But then I got to this big, and I was like, what have I done?
What was your first job, or what was your worst job?
I was a garbage man, like Troy. You get 8 hours worth of work, but you can do it in 3. So you can go home as soon as you finish. Post office, you get 3 hours worth of work and you make it last 8. I did both. I like being a garbage man better. But they weren't bad jobs. It's like, you know, people say, oh, the difficulty of making a movie. I'm like, send your son to Iraq. That's difficult. It's just a movie. It's like, relax. I don't play that precious nonsense. Oh, we're moving, oh, get out of here. You know, your son got shot in the face. That's difficult. Making a movie is a luxury. It's a gift. It's an opportunity, and most importantly, it's a gift. Obviously, everybody here is talented enough to do that, but don't get it twisted. It's just a movie. It ain't that big a deal.
Hi, I'm Taraji P. Henson.
What's going on? I'm Alicia Keys.
Matt Damon.
Naomi Harris.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. For more videos, be sure to subscribe to Hollywood Reporter.
I don't work for the Hollywood Reporter. They paid me to say that, though.